Alright y'all, today I'm going to be showing you how to make a pesto pasta with steak. So we have our steaks here, still wrapped from our butcher. We have 2 cups or so of fresh basil, some pine nuts, some garlic, some salt, some pepper, some Parmesan cheese. We are using a panini pasta for this, and we have some olive oil. This is going to be a really simple, quick recipe. So let's get started by making our pesto. Alright y'all, so I have a half a cup a bag of pine nuts, which is perfect, that's what we need. And we're just going to take our pine nuts and toast them on a medium to medium low heat. By toasting, we're just going to bring out some of that flavor in them. Alright y'all, so our pine nuts are lightly toasted. I'm gonna shut off that burner, remove these from heat. I'm gonna put these in a bowl to help cool them down. Let's move on to our next step. Alright y'all, so we have our food processor. We're gonna go ahead, throw in about 2.5 cups of fresh basil. Okay, then we're going to dump in our pine nuts that we just toasted. Half a cup of Parmesan cheese. 1 crushed garlic clove. Then half a cup of extra virgin olive oil. Put our lid on. Now we're just going to puree this. Alright y'all, so our camera died while we were pureeing this, but as you can see, we have it pureed. So now we're just going to sit this to the side and move on to the next 2 steps. We're going to come over to our stove. We're going to have a few things going. We're going to cook our steaks over here, and we're going to boil some water over here for our pasta. So I'm going to get my water boiling. I'll bring you back. Alright, so while we got this getting ready to boil, we're going to throw a little bit of olive oil in our skillet over here. Just enough to coat the bottom of it. And we're going to get that pan preheating, because when we put those steaks in, we're going to want that thing to be hot. Also, I have had my steaks out at room temperature for about 30 minutes now, because I like a medium rare steak, and it's easier to cook at medium rare without burning the outside of it when you leave them out at room temperature for a little while. And I'll bring you back when we're ready to start cooking. Got our skillet smoking. We're going to drop our steaks in. I'm using sirloins. You could use whatever kind of steak you prefer. Little pepper to flavor. Little pepper to flavor. Little salt to flavor. And our water has started to boil over here, so we're going to drop our pasta in. And we're going to cook that according to instructions. Turn our burner down to a medium-high heat. We're going to drop a little more olive oil on top of these. Take 3 crushed cloves of garlic. We're just going to toss those in. Now we want to keep flipping our steaks every couple minutes. Once our steaks are done, we're gonna pull them away from the heat, put them on a cutting board, and let rest while we prep the rest of our food. Y'all, so I've cooked and drained our noodles. So now we're just gonna take all this pesto that we've made earlier. Dump this in. And go ahead and mix this up. So we've got our pesto mixed up. We're gonna take some of this. Way more than a serving, helpful, good amount, depending on how much you want to eat. We're gonna set that to the side, and we got one last step to do. So, now what we're gonna do is just slice up our steak. There you go. And there y'all have it. A pasta noodle dish with a steak. If you like this recipe, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button down below. There's a video that YouTube thinks you should watch over here. And until next time, keep on cooking on.